Crunchy peanut butter would have been an insult. Extra crunchy peanut butter. Goddamn outrage. Hi and welcome. I'm King Lucid, and this is day one. I landed 4 hours ago, so counting as day one, night one, whatever you want to call it. Okay? I'm currently battling lack of sleep because I'm still incapable of sleeping on a plane. Didn't know that was still a thing, but that's still a thing. And starvation. I only just now got food, and I got crunchy peanut butter. Guess I'll starve to death. Got off the plane, went straight to the rental car place. They said it was going to be a 10-minute wait. 10 minutes turned into 60. I got a 2020 Mitsubishi Eclipse SELE. There's 2 extra letters there that don't need to be there, but after that, went to the hotel. They said they didn't have any more rooms available until Monday, so I would have to come back on Monday. I was like, okay, guess I'll just go sleep in my car until Monday. And she turned around and she's like, oh, there is one right here. Sorry, I didn't see it. I bet you didn't, Linda. Was that your name? Got here, tried calling him. I brought the book over here, actually. I called a bunch of numbers in this book that has a bunch of numbers in it, and trying to get the number of Schoolhouse. And after about, I think it was an hour and a half, I gave up because my tummy was doing the grumblies. So I went out and got food, and now I'm back. I'll give you a tour of the room tomorrow. I'm too tired to clean up all the shit I just threw on the bed, but I'm too tired to put it away, so yeah, thank you very much, Bryce, because you gave me such little time. I don't have any information. I don't have a number for the school. I did drive by the school. The gate was closed, so I couldn't go inside. I would have if I could have, but I didn't because it's Saturday. I got some food. I went to the commissary. I got some food. And my goal is to have it last until Thursday. Yeah, I can't really think of what all to talk about. Sleep is a thing that I need. I guess I'll go clean. So, I'll see you tomorrow. Let's get this bread. Dude, peanut butter's peanut butter. I'm gonna have a PB&J. See you tomorrow. I mean, why would you even do that? You've got peanut butter, which is mashed up nuts, right? Why would you mash it up to the point where it's creamy and then throw in more nuts? That's stupid. Day 2. This is the tour of the room. I've not left all day. That's a lie. I went downstairs and I had breakfast, but because stomach was like that big from yesterday, nothing really looked good. It's a door. That's a closet. There's a safe down there. This is my kitchen, kind of. Got a microwave. I didn't see that, otherwise I would have gotten a lot more microwavable food. Because I got none. Mini fridge. Let me see what I have. One more thing of Gatorade. And disgrace. Disgrace. There's peanut butter. That's a disgrace. The bathroom. Inception. I have a TV that I don't use. This is where I'm gonna have to put a bunch of stuff. I put all my armor stuff in here. I only just now messed it up because I had to get a bag ready for tomorrow. There's the bag. There's the uniform I'm gonna wear. There's the boots. Those I don't know what to do with. I'm hoping I won't need them tomorrow. It's all my wet weather stuff. Tomorrow, 04:45 wake up. I'm hopefully allowing myself enough time to wake up. Like actually wake up. I give myself some time to wake up. Shave, brush my teeth, get changed, and then go to the schoolhouse. The schoolhouse is far, dude. It's far. Like, on Fort Hood, the motor pool was like 4 minutes away from my house. This is damn near 20. Still doesn't seem that big. It's 20 minutes plus being new here, still not knowing the way. To conclude the day, I still have not had dinner. So, let me get some dinner. Gonna take a shower, shave, just to be sure that my face is not the scratchies. Oh yeah, I did get in contact with someone yesterday. That's where I got that information. 0530 at the schoolhouse, I'm hoping, because I don't even know where a motor pool would be. So, hoping it's a schoolhouse. Yeah, so, shave. and then I'm gonna keep watching Netflix. I'm gonna call it a night. I'll let you know what happens tomorrow. Day 3, went to the schoolhouse. They call me Price. Everything says I'm Price. Until now. I fixed it last minute. Because they decided to wait until last minute to actually inform me that I still am known as Price for now. We learned about cutting tools, cut through some metal. I burned the back of my neck. Got scared of the other cutting tool, exothermal cutting torch, I think it's called. One of them uses magnesium rods, the other uses 2 gases, one being oxygen, the other being a gas I can't say because I say it differently every time. So, that's a thing. Did I mention I burned my neck? And my foot somehow. Sparks were flying, got the instructor a little bit, but that's fine. It's not fine. He says, "What's her name? Johnson?" Alright, I'll remember that. And I was like, no, I'm not Johnson, I'm Price, remember? No, he knows my name now. That was bad. Anyways, they actually straightened out some dining stuff for us, but I'm tired as hell. So, I got some ramen in the microwave that I'm going to eat, probably just fall right asleep, because it's 16:30. Chow doesn't open for another hour, so I'm just gonna go to sleep, and I doubt I'll actually wake up in time for Chow. By the time I wake up, I guarantee you it's gonna be past it. So, day 3 complete. Started day 4, yes, I don't have a shirt on. Remember yesterday I said I burned the back of my neck? Well, I was gonna wear yesterday's shirt. That's where one of the little embers landed on the back of my neck. It burned my shirt. And my neck. I have a test tomorrow. So they assigned us the study guide. Apparently, I understand it. Well, half of it so far, but understand it. And the half I don't understand, it's a good thing I took good notes. But, I mean, we have a test tomorrow, so I also have to study that. And that one. And that one. Day 5, too easy. That test was too easy. Okay, I didn't get 100%. I missed 1. And because there's 30 questions that were really, really long, that's 96%. So, that was too easy. And I guess it looks like I understand the stuff a lot more than everyone else. So me and another NCO who's about on the same level as me, another NCO, not an NCO. We were chosen to teach the one person who didn't pass. We'll be teaching him in 2 hours? 2 hours. 1 hour and 20 minutes. We'll be teaching him so we can take the test again and pass. Because of that, I'm excused from PT tomorrow, which is a 3-hour run. 3 hour, Jesus Christ. We are excused from PT tomorrow, which is a 3-mile run. We being me, that NCO, and the person who didn't pass, because we were taking this time to study or re-educate. I don't know a word for that. There is a word. I don't know what it is. Anyways, day 5 complete. Thank you. Day 6, pros and cons. Pro, the guy I helped to pass his test, I had to give him some extra studying. He passed his test, but he missed 2. One of them was really stupid. So if your test says options A, B, C, and D, and your test paper says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's not gonna be 5. Yeah, so he passed the test. I learned how to start an 88, Alpha 2, and how to turn it off. That may not seem much of a feat, but I didn't know how to do that before. Now I do. Con. I got stung by a bee. And here's the coincidental part. It's in the same place where the magnesium spark hit my neck. And I know what you're thinking. It's just the magnesium spark. It's not a bee. Yeah, 2 counterpoints. 1, magnesium spark didn't go all the way through my shirt. I felt its heat. 2, I definitely slapped the shit out of that bee, pulled it off my back, threw it on the ground, and curb stomped that mother. I stepped on it. So that sucked. It is Thursday, so
I'm out of food, naturally. That actually worked really well. But I do have a memo to go to the DFAC, so I'm gonna go to the DFAC. We're gonna say day 6 complete. Yeah. Day 7, I actually got to drive. And I was not bad, might I say. Well, there were some things I did that I thought was pretty bad. The steering was kind of messed up on this one, just a little bit. See, you turn left. 1 to 2 seconds later, you're going left. Turn right. We're immediately going right, and we're gonna stay going right. That's how it was. So I turned right just a little bit, and it wanted to keep going right, so I tried to compensate that by turning left, and then instead of going right, it went straight into going left, and it tried turning all the way around, tried to fix that, and I weaved a couple times, but I fixed that by slowing down, and then it happened again. It happened like 2 or 3 times, but NCO said from our first time that was not bad, and he was actually surprised, so that's the thing. That was only the A1. A2, oh yeah, A1, it's brakes. Apparently you have to stand on them. The A2, which we're gonna be doing first thing Monday, if you even breathe, you're stopping. So, it's gonna be fun. The games begin. I wonder what we'll do tomorrow. We'll see. Day 8, was invited to breakfast. Went on a little adventure, was invited to basketball, explained how horrible I am at basketball, and was still wanted, which is great and all, but I was reminded yesterday, when I was getting counseling, it was a positive counseling, you know, like you finish a test, you did great, that kind of stuff. He said that even though I didn't get 100, I'm still in the running for that top spot. This upcoming course is where a lot of people who are at the top start to fall. So this is my chance to go. And that reminded me, I'm still in a competition. This is a competition. There are 2 spots, and there are 18 of us. I'm still in a competition. Day 9. Because my Saturday was spent in multiple adventures, you know, food, basketball, adventure. I had to use Sunday as Saturday to write. So I did a lot of writing. I'm really excited now because I actually have an illustrator now. I have like 3 now actually. So hopefully that turns out well. The course schedule for tomorrow says operating M88. Should be A2. So that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna really enjoy thinking about hitting the brakes and just stopping. So let's see how that goes. Day 10 has come to a close. The Alpha 2 is not as sensitive as I made it sound out to be, but it is pretty sensitive to where I did everything I could to try and avoid putting my foot on the brake. So there were a lot of parts where I went really fast. I think because I hovered above the brake pedal for most of the drive, I didn't do that great, and a lot of my turns were really instead of just which is kind of hard to do on an 88, but it's something that can be mastered. And with the A1, I got it down. I got the basic knowledge of it. But A2, I definitely need more practice on that. Tomorrow we will be rigging up the boom and working with the APU. In the morning for PT, we have what is called the Motor Pool Challenge. Kill me. Day 11. Today we were learning. What the hell were we doing? It was like the smallest task ever, and we didn't even finish it. Today we were learning how to operate the APU. And we learned how to operate it, and we were doing a test on it, and I was last. And before I could go up, one of the other NCOs came over, and they were like, hey, we need everyone to go to this 88. And we're like, okay, where is it? It was in the other motor pool where the civilians work so it can get repaired. Why was it going there? Because it was leaking fuel. And when it got there, it was, well, leaking is the biggest understatement I could possibly make. There was fuel everywhere. So I didn't get to test. So tomorrow, for PT, we're gonna fill in the blanks. Oh yeah, this is excruciating, by the way, because PT this morning, oh my god.
What was I gonna explain? I was gonna explain something. Oh yeah, we rigged the boom too. That was really easy. Rigging the boom. The boom is just the giant thing on the back of the 88 that lifts up, and then it's got a cable, and then it's got a hook. It's pretty much it, but it's set up in a certain way where you have to take it off a certain way and put it back on a certain way. So yeah, that was easy. Yeah, I'm starving, and it smells like fuel and sweat. So we're done today. So done. Day 12. It rains a lot. Most of it dried up, but it rained a lot. I was chosen to drive out the A1 because they thought I was the worst driver, and then I drove it out and they're like, okay, maybe you're not. Who is? I still think it's me. But I got to drive it out to what we call Little Sandy. We did winching operations, so we took out the winch, attached it to another vehicle, backed up, and then brought ourselves back in using only the winch. We did the spade, so basically the vehicle has a shovel on it. We brought the shovel down, drove up on the shovel, brought the boom up, hoist down, hoist back up, boom down, get off the spade. And yeah, now we get to do all of that tomorrow with the A2. And I'm 90% sure it's gonna rain again, so it's gonna be great, it's gonna be great, it's gonna be great. Day 13, we did pretty much the same stuff as yesterday, with the same weather conditions as yesterday, except with the A2 and not the A1. The A2 takes much longer because there's extra steps to winching, because it's got a main winch that you physically cannot pull. You need to have the other winch to pull it. So you need to take the other winch, go all the way out and come back and then pull it out and bring it back. Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous, very time consuming. Everything I own is soaked and I've got rain in my bones. There should not be. Tomorrow, we're going to finish up what we started today. And we will be introduced to the pits. It's gonna be cold as shit. Day 14, we actually got to recover something that wasn't ourselves. Little tip to anyone going through the school: do not leave anything unattended. We left the tackle, and because we left the tackle, the instructor found it, and he threw it into a puddle. So because I went to go get it, I have to do laundry now. But I was invited to a bunch more stuff. Went to Thuthi, and then we went to Mr. Wing, I think it's called. We played pool. Went to an escape room, my first escape room, and it was a success. SWAT. After that, we did some more pool, and now I'm here. Tequila's still not my friend. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna go sleep. Day 15, Saturday. I'm not gonna do anything. I remember we were gonna drink, so I just had to leave my car, and I definitely left it at the escape room. So I'll go get that and write and watch Netflix. So that's cool. Waiting for someone to do the knockies on the door so I can go get it. I have a headache. Day 16. I've done nothing but fold laundry, and I made dinner like 4 times because I learned how to turn on the stovetop. It's electric, so shut up. I also wrote, so that's pretty much it. Gotta wake up at 4:30 in the morning. It's currently 9:30, so I'm probably gonna go to bed right now. Day 17. We did pretty much the same stuff as we did last week, just with both more and less water at the same time. When we were hooking everything up, we didn't have to stand in a puddle until we got safety violations. And I'll tell you what to look out for shortly. So, before lunch, we got 5 safety violations. And we finished everything really fast, so we went on lunch, had kind of an early lunch, came back early, and then we were more on our own. The instructor kind of observed more. And I mostly initiated the bet that if we can get 4 or less safety violations, that... Okay, so because we got 5 before lunch, we had to run through some water as punishment.
well, not punishment, corrective training. So after lunch, I made the bet 4 less safety violations and he has to go with us. We already went through, but I mean, we got 2.5 safety violations. It's half because one of the instructors who was helping us move something towards the end when we were packing everything up, he straddled the cable. So what you got to look out for is, these are more tips by the way, you might want to start writing this stuff down. So do not straddle a cable. Straddling is having one foot on one side of the cable, foot on the other side. That is not allowed. That's a safety no-go, okay? If you have to walk over a cable, make sure the hydraulics are off first, by the way. If you have to walk over a cable, put one foot on the cable, put your other foot on the cable, and then it doesn't matter which foot you take off the cable as long as it goes to the other side of the cable while your other foot is still on it. This ensures that if those hydraulics do come on and it comes up, it's not going to take off your important stuff. Sure, we'll call it that. When you're handling a cable, usually when the hydraulics are on and you're helping the auxiliary winch go back into the 88, do not slide your hands on the cable because some cables end up fraying, they've got pieces sticking off of them, and would you rather have a piece of wire go through your hand or have a piece of wire cut open your hand? It may be a strand, but these things can take off fingers. I seen it. Another big one, if you're going to handle anything metal, if you were going to handle any cables, always wear gloves. And not just any gloves, wear leather gloves, real leather gloves. Real leather? I don't know. They're in the wash because everything's wet and covered in mud. So I can't show you exactly what gloves I'm talking about, but you get the idea. Yeah, so that's some good stuff to look out for. Anything else? Keep everything really close to you. Because they threw our F wrench last week. We will not give them anything, even if they're trying to help us. They're like, all right, yeah, all you have to do is just hit it. Here, let me see that. And we're like, no, 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 no. I'll do it. You talk, I do. Yeah, so that's pretty much all we did. Day 17 complete. Day 18. Yesterday we talked about safety things you need to keep in mind. Today let's talk about other stuff you need to keep into consideration. Stuff that apparently got under my skin. So, when you're hooking stuff up, when you're recovering stuff, you obviously need to keep safety things in mind, but at the same time, keep in consideration that there are certain positions. This doesn't really apply outside of school, but in school, all of us are getting graded on this stuff. So, there are 3 major positions. You've got your team chief, who plans everything and sets it up down to a T. He's got this stuff. They're laying it out for you. They're relaying what needs to happen to the ground guide, one of 2 ground guides that are relaying that plan to the operator of the 88 via hand signal. So when a team chief has a plan and he's setting it up and he may have missed a tiny thing, there may be a reason for that. For example, we had the chains hooked up on the ground like this. They're ready to be put onto the hoist winch, the snatch block of the hoist winch. The boom was brought forward and the hoist was lowered, but the vehicle wasn't close enough yet. And while it will swing, the weight of the snatch block, this thing is heavy, okay? That is enough weight to keep it from swinging too much. I could have brought it back up, but we are trying to do this stuff with safety and efficiency. So, brought it down really close to the ground. It's not going to hit the driver, it's not going to hit anyone. Everyone's out of the way. Bring the vehicle forward just by those chains and hook it up. It was that fast, that simple. And in the process of doing that, I was questioned about everything. Even before that, why do I need to be questioned when I'm starting the vehicle? Telling the ground guy to tell the operator to start the vehicle. Why is that something that's a problem? Why is that a problem? That doesn't make sense. So, let your team chief do his job, okay? Team chief is, once you get out of school, team chief is going to be you because you are certified to do this stuff. You are Hotel 8 certified to do this stuff. You are now the subject matter expert. So, you are team chief, they have to listen to you. They being the crew.
So, if you have a plan and it doesn't violate any safety, go for it. If you are a rigger, a rigman, whatever the hell you want to call it, and you're setting stuff up, let your team chief do his job. Unless he's saying, like, run with the spade straight down into the vehicle we're trying to flip back over. That's what we did today. We flipped the vehicle back over. It was really easy, and if I do say so myself, I'm a pretty badass ground guide. And I would have been a great team chief if I wasn't contradicted about every damn thing I said. Other than that, day 18 complete.
Day 19. They wanted to make sure we remembered everything about the APU, mostly how to start it and how it ties into refuel, defuel. That was really easy. And we were towing a vehicle with a holdback vehicle. So that's you, the vehicle you're towing, and then the vehicle in the back to act as your brakes or to help make sure the vehicle that you're towing doesn't slam into you. We did both the front and the back. I hate the back. The back sucks. Make sure that when the cables are crossed, they're supposed to be crossed. You're supposed to hook them up crossed with the one from the driver's hatch going across underneath the other cable to the towing vehicle. Make sure that the X from that cross is underneath you. That's the distance you need to keep. And if you turn, you need to be turning before the vehicle you're pulling when you're back there. So that's a good thing to remember. Day 19 complete.
Super easy day today. We just towed around vehicles with the A1 and A2. We had 2 of each until one of the A1s blew up. So we had to take extra time to cycle through that team on the 3 vehicles. It was a really short week this week. We have no school tomorrow, which is Friday, and no school Monday, which is going to be really great, except for the fact that I'm going to forget everything. And that sucks even more because next week is test week. Joy. I have testing anxiety. It's going to be fun.
Day 21. It's adventure time. No school today, so off we go. Get this out of the way now because I am not filming down there. So, yeah.
Day 22. Irrelevant. Yeah, that's all I got to say. Thanks.
Day 23. I have a gun in my head, but that's irrelevant.
Day 24. We did a little study group today, the class, because we have school tomorrow. And it's not just school, it's the test. And I got this. I can do this. I may not get honor grad or the little spot that comes underneath it, which is still technically the same thing, but I got this. I'm gonna crush it. And I'm gonna kill it. Just ignore that hangover. That never happened.
Day 25. My testing anxiety from yesterday for today decided to take the form of insomnia. It was great. I love acting on a cat nap. It was because I dreaded overturn, and there was definitely a reason to be. We were shit, but we passed. We passed. We were not good, but we weren't bad either. So we did good. We did overturn. We did towing, and then we did APU. APU was easy. I did that just mindlessly. That was fine. It was great. Tomorrow, and don't assume this is going to be the sequence for every single class. We were also supposed to be doing stuff in the pits. We've never been in the pits. I imagine it will in NTC though, so I'm gonna stop laughing. But yeah, tomorrow we have, everyone has to drive because apparently towing didn't count as driving and they have to grade that separately. And 2 to 1, that's the very last task. It's gonna be great, it's gonna be great, it's gonna be great. Yeah, day 25 complete. Day 26, we did part 2 of the test, which was, I drove out there so I didn't have to drive later on, and then we did the 2 to 1, and that was much better than yesterday. And then after that we cleaned the vehicles, the outside. Tomorrow we have to clean the interiors and the cables and rehearse for graduation. So yeah, that's pretty much it. My feet are still wet. That's great. Day 27, I didn't get honor grad, which I knew I wasn't going to get that one because I didn't get 100 on the test or have 100% GPA.
but I did have a GPA of 98.8, and I thought for some reason that would give me valedictorian. That's fine. That's fine though. We did some rehearsal today, and tomorrow is the graduation, and that'll be the last day, and I'm completely done here. So, day 27 complete. Day 28. This is the last of whatever this is going to be called. We did our graduation. Here is mine certificate. There you go. Go make copies of that. I kind of don't care. Now I have to pack because I'm flying, so I had to kind of wait until last minute because I'm not wearing this on a plane. Gotta pack, gotta check out of the hotel, go clean the car because there's Floridian sand still on the seat. I'm stupid. Gotta turn in the car, go to the airport, get my ticket. Yeet. It's been an adventure. So yeah, thanks for watching. I am King Lucid, signing off.